In this video, I'm talking to tennis players over the age of 40. I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you play better tennis. Are you ready? Let's get started. The first one is what I just did, so I feel really proud of myself, and that's work out. Don't look at the tennis court as your gym. Don't think that's the only place you work out, because if you do, you want to know what's going to happen. Number 1 is you're going to get hurt. Number 2 is you're not going to be playing as good tennis as somebody who does look at their fitness seriously, okay? If you want an unfair advantage, look around the tennis courts and look at players over the age of 40 and then ask yourself, how many of these players are working out regularly, consistently, and working out the right way? I'm not talking about getting on the treadmill and walking for 20, 30 minutes or even jogging, all right? That's just teaching you how to run slow on the court. You want to be doing explosive exercises. I know when we get older, we think that stuff's not for us. Actually, that's exactly what we need to keep working on. Is we want to keep working on, building up our muscle mass. That's a big one. After age 30, we start losing, especially men, we start losing testosterone. We start losing muscle mass. And so lifting weights and working with weights is actually a really good thing. Working on explosive exercise is a really good thing. Full body, high intensity workouts. Very, very good thing to be doing. And that's also going to translate to playing better tennis on the court. I can't save you from losing a step or two as you get older, but you certainly are going to be losing less steps in your competition who's just going out there and playing on the tennis court, and they're not looking at anything else but the tennis court as their gym. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, and it goes into tip number 1, is move your damn feet. I even see people fit. That's what really frustrates me. When I give a lesson and I see someone fit and they're not moving their feet, it's like, what are you doing? You're actually fit. You see the person across from you, they're not fit. They're not moving their feet. And guess what? You're not moving your feet either. You're moving your feet less than they are. And so you're leaving a lot on the table right there. You could just blow. So many people who are fit, especially over the age of 40, they could blow the doors off their competition if they just move their feet, split stepping. Not only are you going to be getting to the ball faster, but imagine if you're playing somebody, you're out of shape, and then you see somebody across from you who's moving their feet, they're split stepping, automatically they just look like a much better tennis player than you. They're intimidating. And so besides just the idea of getting to the ball faster, which will have you play better tennis, you're also bringing that intimidation factor in there. Look at what Rafael Nadal does to his opponents just by sheer intimidation alone. The way he's moving his feet, the energy, the attitude. Well, moving your feet is part of it. People start, even if they can't pinpoint what's better about you, there's something about, they can see it. It's obvious, like, oh, they're a pretty darn good player. And they might not even figure out that the difference between you and them is that you actually move their feet. They're going to see that something different is going on, though, than most of the people they play, because most people, I give clinic after clinic, and everybody just stands there and doesn't move their feet. So that's tip number 2 for us passionate, totally obsessed tennis players over the age of 40. Tip number 3 is really, really know how you win your points, okay? Know your game. I just did a clinic in Florida. There was this really, really nice guy. He actually ended up being the most improved player of the weekend after we really identified, hey, what's your game? All right. The first day he went out there and played. And what he wants to do is he wants to go out there and swing through shots like a Rafael Nadal, like a Roger Federer, right? He wants it that toss. And that's what he really, really wants. But he doesn't have that developed to where it's actually going to work in a match. I'm not telling this guy not to work on this, not to try and get a forehand that you can swing through with confidence. That's really cool, especially if it's important to you. But that's not your natural game. That's not how you're going to win points right now. That stroke is not developed yet. We went out and we watched a match of these teaching pros play later that night, and he's watching these teaching pros swing through shots and hit beautiful shots. Well, that's because their technique was developed. And he said to me, you see, that's what I need to be doing. And so the next day I actually gave a talk to the group saying, you really got to know your game. And then I did a test with everybody, and I tested, well, what do you do well? Do you punch the ball well? Can you chip the ball and add a little more spice on it? Can you hit top spin? And what I found out with this one gentleman is what he was really, really good at. He probably had the best volley and chip technique in the whole camp. So what we turned him into that weekend was a chip and charge player, a net rusher. He embraced the skills he had rather than fighting against the skills he doesn't have. And he ended up playing much, much better tennis. And you could see his mood change the whole weekend. Okay, so that's tip number 3. Number 4 is developing new shots. I think it's great, especially as we get older, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I mean, study after study just proves the more you're working this right here, the younger you stay, the younger you stay ultimately. You stay in better shape, your mind works better, you live longer. People who just kind of like think, okay, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, they tend to just deteriorate. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it in your life. So the more you are challenging your brain and doing skills, especially when you have the mental and the physical working together, that is such a healthy thing to be doing. So this one gentleman who wants to go out there and swing like a Roger Federer, like a Rafael Nadal, Serena Williams, Novak Djokovic, he should do that. But he should do that on the practice court. So the way I want you to develop your strokes is not to like watch a video and then think you're going to go out there and use it in a match. If it's something you've never done before, you're going to be frustrated. You're going to think it doesn't work and you're going to lose. Instead, what you want to do is treat it as a secret project. So let's just take our one example we're talking about, this guy in Florida who didn't have a smooth swing yet that he could use in a match. That's okay. I'm not telling him not to use that. Now, go on the practice court. Do tons of shadow strokes. Do some self-bounce feeds. Go out on the ball machine. Then start to introduce it. Maybe go out and rally with somebody with a low compression ball, right? Do things like that. Rally in the short court. Go back to the baseline. A whole bunch of micro progressions is what you need to do and fall in love with the process of learning rather than being so stressed out that it's something you want to use in the match right away. Enjoy the journey of learning the new stroke, right? Because it's not just about winning the matches. It's also about your overall mental and physical health, your longevity you're going to have on the tennis court and in life. So that's tip number 4. Tip number 5, this is so important. Are you going to write this down? This is a writer downer. Develop the ultimate rally ball. So what's the ultimate rally ball? The ultimate rally ball to me is a ball that is going anywhere 4, or I'll take it down a foot, 3 to 6 feet over the net. Even higher is fine because as we get older, okay, we are going to lose a step. So think about all the benefits of developing the ultimate rally ball. The ultimate rally ball is a shot you can hit 100 times in a row that however you do it, whether you're hitting top spin, whether you're kind of pushing the ball, I don't care how you do it, but it's a shot that you feel really confident in that you can make 100 times in a row that's going to go in that your opponent cannot attack. Now, I like these balls going higher over the net because just by going higher over the net, your ball naturally is going to go deeper in the court. Okay, so it's going deeper in the court. Your opponent can't do what? They can't attack you. Do you see it? You see what I'm doing here? So now you're not able to be attacked. Also, you're hitting balls out of your opponent's strike zone. The ball's since it's going higher, when it rebounds off the court, it's going to bounce higher, right? People don't like shots up here. It's probably everybody's least favorite shot, especially if you're playing somebody with a one-handed backhand. Okay, so hit high, nice ultimate rally balls to their one-handed backhand. And the final thing is it's giving you much more time since they're further back in the court, right? Now, their ball that they hit takes longer to get back over the net. Does that make sense? As opposed to if they're moving forward and playing short in the court, now you have less time to react to their shot. Plus, after you hit your shot, you've got a longer recovery time to get back to the middle, or if you're playing doubles, wherever you need to do to get to your true middle in the point, you can do that. You're going to have more time to do that, all right? So that's going to make you appear faster or less vulnerable with your feet when you're playing a match. So there you go, guys. Those are my 5 tips. Let me recap. Number 1, work out. Number 2, move your damn feet. Number 3, know your game right now that you can go out there and use today to win points. Number 4 is develop new shots. Keep learning, keep growing. Don't just become stagnant, all right? And number 5, develop the ultimate rally ball. Go more high over the net, more margin for error, win more matches. Come on, do we like that? Of course we like that. If you like that, whether you're on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, like share it, give it hearts, do whatever, give it as many emojis as possible, right? If you're on YouTube, give it the old-fashioned nice thumbs up. Share it with your friends, especially your tennis friends over 40. Super important video for everybody to watch. And if you'd like to learn more and become a better player, I have a preview for Next Level University. I've got an 8-part free training series. I actually had one gentleman say, this is the best. And I've gotten so many testimonials off this. I think it's a game changer for online tennis instruction. But he says, this is the best program for online instruction for 4.0 players plus. So check it out. It's a free 8-part series. I'm going to play it for you right now. If you like it, sign up wherever you are. Look for the link. The link will be there. I promise I'm going to put the link there. All right. So everybody have a great day. Thanks so much for watching this video.
Hey guys, Pete from Crunch Time Coaching. Today we've got a really cool lesson for you. We're going to teach you the super spinner boomerang drop shot. Okay guys, I got to be honest with you. Learning the super spinner boomerang drop shot is not going to get your game to the next level in the next 12 months. And my job as your tennis coach is to help you consistently get better, see the progress, grow in your tennis game. So what we're going to do today is a little different. We're going to put down the racket, we're going to put down the balls, we're going to leave the tennis court, and we're going to head on over to my house, and I'm going to show you exactly step by step the pitfalls to avoid and what you really need to be doing over the next 12 months if you want to see your game go up to the next level. So come on, let's go.